Hello fans, today we are ranking every color 12 in Guilty Gear Strive. Let's begin. By the way, I am not British. I will be going in the order as shown in the Dustloop website. I am too lazy to boot up my game to see the proper order. First in the list is Johnny. He immediately goes to the cream of the top because he is my main. Next to the best Guilty Gear character is Testament. Testament is a great example of a neon color done right. Their scythe is an amazing and beautiful blue. It also changes their succubus and super, which immediately elevates this to the top of great. Every color 12 should strive to be as good as this. Next is Jackie. She goes in the good category. The changes to her mask and minions are good, but she simply does not stand out enough for it to be outstanding. I wish I could say more. Nagariyuki goes into outstanding. His dripping blue blood as he goes into his rage mode looks awesome, and his blood swipes turning blue in his super is a nice touch. The details pop out a lot more, a strong and striking color. I wish his blood particles turned blue as well, but that is just nitpicking. Milia is very meh. Her outfit looks nice and the black looks very good on her, but none of her abilities nor super change. A far cry from her XRD design. I believe her hair should have at least changed. I thought of putting Chip in meh, but his glowing blade and cool super narrowly avoided this fate for him. Still a weak color overall, however. Soul Bad Guy goes to the top of good. His blade adds a nice little flare and his dragon install turning blue is incredible. It can be boosted up to outstanding if Order Soul is added. His rival is next. Kai alone is good, the definition of average much like his gameplay. His dragon install boosts him up to outstanding, but it is very rare to occur in a match so he stays in good. Mei is very meh. Her outfit isn't unique to begin with and whilst her special moves do change, it is the bare minimum and, in my opinion, does not warrant it to be in good. Our next competitor is Sato, and he enters comfortably into the good tier. His entire body is just a black suit so this doesn't change too much, but the added touch of his arms being covered gives him a more shadowy appearance. Eddie doesn't look too different, but the blue glow outline looks nice on him. Personally, I would have made him a darker shade of blue. I know is very hot, so that puts her in good. Her supers change color, and while her default outfit looks incredible, I believe the change to black gives her a more rockstar and punk look, and her witch hat looks cool glowing. Happy Chaos unfortunately goes into meh, as although he has a very nice design and a good set of abilities. He is simply not as flashy or as cool as most other characters, but take comfort in knowing that this can be in character for him. Bedman rolls their way into good, as their design and abilities look cool, none of their supers or attacks change. Delilah having a neon dress is a nice touch, but not enough to make it outstanding. Elfelt, in my opinion, is the cutest and hottest Guilty Gear character, so she can stand next to Johnny on the podium. Her super is practically useless, so that deducts a few points, but her guns, Rekka, and other super changing colors cancels it out. Her outro is nice to put in videos, especially since a lot of Guilty Gear songs have screaming in them, and her combos are very fun. I don't care much about ABA, but her position can interchangeably go between good and meh. Her super has a lot of impact, but none of her special attacks change. I would have at least liked to see her black blobs have a blue outline like Eddie. Sin Elk hunts right onto the good tier. His glowing flag and black clothes look superb on him and he is personally one of my favorite characters in the whole series. He is a very funny guy, with a basic but incredibly powerful arsenal of moves and supers. I only hope instant kills come to Strive in Season 4. Baiken is the third winner of this tier list, a very attractive woman and a powerful character. Her design needs not be changed as both her default and color 12 counterpart look spectacular. Her supers and victories have consistently been some of the best in the franchise. Alas, Johnny is still the superior swordsman, but Baiken is incredibly close behind. Unfortunately, the other Japanese is the opposite, as while Anji's fans and accents have a nice glow, everything else about him isn't as striking. Neither his specials or super change, and frankly, a black shirt would have benefited him. His bare chest just clashes with the colors. Leo is next on the block, and he is a very interesting character. His blonde hair clashes with the colors, but his awesome-looking specials and bombastic supers make up for it. He is also very good friends with Johnny and has a cool fight scene with him, so I will give him some leeway. Finally, we have another entry in our outstanding, the good Dr. Faust. The fact they gave him sleeves and made the tip of his scalpel glow gives him a much more sinister appearance than his default. His supers are funny and even his baby Minifaust is given a makeover. An incredibly well done color 12. Axel, while having the most unique supers, is meh. He is similar to Milia, in that his outfit looks decent, none of his specials nor super change, a shame, as he has a very unique weapon and fighting style. Potemkin, whilst having the best command grab super and incredible details, goes into good. I am not a big fan of how big he looks, and his attacks don't showcase a lot of flair like those in Outstanding. He is still far from bad, but he is not the best either. Ram Lethal is our next entry into Outstanding. I don't believe this should come as a surprise. Her swords are incredibly detailed and her beam attack even turns blue. I may not be the biggest fan of her gameplay, but she undoubtedly deserves to be in the Outstanding tier. Giovanna is my least played character, but she still looks very good, and with her tension filled, she is easily into Outstanding. I like the dog being blue and her supers even change color, but she is not on the level of Outstanding, unless it's her passive. She's very hot too, so extra points. Gold Lewis sits comfortably in the good tier. He has a wacky moveset and a beautiful super. I would not mind if he was a reoccurring character in the franchise. His coffin is given one of the best makeovers. He is above average from the rest of the color 12s. Bridget has arguably the worst fucking color 12 in the game. What the fuck is this? Her yo-yo and Roger being blue is the only saving grace, but this still looks awful. Asuka has one of the best designs. He looks like a Fortnite skin. Color 12 doesn't make him look any better. His basic attacks do change and he already has a good design to begin with, so this tier list will be finished with our last contestant on the good tier. In conclusion, the 12th color is definitely the best color for each character. I don't see why people don't run it as often, but I won't mind if it becomes my own gimmick. Either way, they will still be featured in my videos. Unless Arxis introduces an even cooler color, which I doubt.